I'm gonna cut my lips. Yeah. Reapers, what is good? It's your boy Laser. He's back with another scary reaction video. He's on this scary content, so continue to live. If you guys enjoyed today, top 10 scariest creepypastas. Guys, I wish I had pasta to eat with me. If you guys enjoy scary content, you more scary videos, features, please the button. You subscribe and to the notification bell icon. I also stream every night on Twitch. Go check out the streams, freaking amazing. The stuff's right in this video.
Welcome back, everyone. About 3 years ago, I made this video. Let's do a side-by-side comparison here. That's me, apparently, talking about creepypastas back in 2015. Wow. Time really flies when you're listing things from 10 to 1 in order. I've done some big gaps between parts in series on this channel, but this I think is the longest of all time. Well, I better make this a good one then, I guess. My name is Danny Burke, and this is the top 10 scariest creepypastas part 2. Also, I'm sure you guys all know how long creepypastas can be. If I was to do 10, it would be like an hour-long video. So this isn't me just reading them out. It's more of a summary, and I also hope it encourages people who haven't heard of them before to go and check out the full stories. Alright, let's get into it. Starting off number 10 now, we have Jeff the Killer. This is one that somehow I didn't include in the first part. I'm sorry, I don't know how I missed it out looking back at it. I thought I'd start off with it this time to make up for it though. This is the famous story of Jeff, a normal boy living a normal life until the age of 13. His family moved him to
Jeff, you're looking fine. Jeff, you gonna stab me with a knife? Jeff, come on, Jeff.
A new area against the wishes of he and his brother Leo. They were attacked by bullies, and when Jeff fought back, he hurt them so badly that the police tried to take him away. The depression and rage he felt after this encounter shows how Jeff went from a normal boy to a twisted psychopath. The next time he met the bullies, there were guns, smashed bottles, knives, and bleach. Jeff was victorious, but now he had
I'm gonna cut my lips. Yeah.
A hideous appearance to go with his twisted personality. That was only the beginning though. Jeff carved a Glasgow smile into his own cheeks before butchering his own parents, then turning the knife on his brother. The story is a fairly long read, and there's been a lot of spin-off stories from it, but it's also become a rite of passage for any creepypasta fans. Next up at number 9 now, we have Eyeless Jack. This is Eyeless Jack, a terrifying being with no mouth or nose and eye sockets blacker than the void itself. He makes up for his lack of features though by stealing other people's. Eyeless Jack arrives through your bedroom window in the middle of the night.
Well, both of you assume that I keep my bedroom window open at night. I don't even, where I stream, like where I sleep in like a barn. Well, there's a window right here, but it's like, I don't know, it's like closed. It's like always closed. I don't know, it's just the way it is, but it's like, yeah, both of you assume that I'm gonna keep my window open just so I can wake up to some fucker staring at me like this is straight out of like sleep paralysis, bro. You know what's crazy, bro? I've gone, people say like sleep paralysis comes from just sleeping straight on your back. I've gotten that shit from like just sleeping on like my side, bro. Like I'll be laying on my side and I dead ass be getting sleep paralysis still. It sucks.
Black slime oozes from every orifice on his body. And here he gets meticulous. He will cut his victims open, but will only ever take one thing. If, however, the victims begin to rouse, Eyeless Jack becomes enraged and
not the eyes.
Violent. He will hack and slash, mutilating victims to death. The original creepypasta draws people in as an eye-widening piece of internet horror, and the spin-off stories keep people coming back for more. Moving on to number 8 now, we have Tiki Toby. This is a famous creepypasta that a lot of you guys recommended. The story revolves around a boy called Toby who suffered from mental disorders as a child. It talks of him being bullied and also being homeschooled. He was abused by his father, and when he turned 17, his sister was killed in a car crash. This sent him over the edge mentally, and one night, returning from hospital, Toby saw the Slender Man, a man who needs no introduction. Slender Man stalked Toby for weeks, causing many visual and auditory hallucinations. His mother brought him to a psychiatrist, but to no avail. He dreamed of his sister's corpse, followed by an attack by the Slender Man. The voice in his head told him to kill his father, and one day those voices got the upper hand. Toby stabbed his father in front of his mother. In a desperate attempt to escape the police, he set the whole neighborhood on fire, but was soon surrounded by the flames. Just before he was consumed, Slender Man appeared in front of him and saved him. 2 weeks later, Toby's mother heard that her son was the main suspect in the murder of several teenagers. From this day on, Toby was a proxy of Slender Man. Moving on to number 7 now, we have Ben Drowned. This was another creepypasta that many of you guys said I should have included in the first part. I went and found it, and wow, It's a long one. Essentially, it's a story written by Alex Hall, who's also known as 𝐿. It revolves around an old
Look at those eyes, bro. Devil eyes!
mass cartridge that is haunted by the spirit of a boy named Ben. In life, he was sacrificed by the Moon Children cult. His father was the one to drown him. The cartridge, with his spirit in, was passed from person to person until landing in the hands of the storyteller. He says that the game glitched in weird places, characters spoke strangely, and the music sometimes played backwards. The story goes on to explain the influence of the cult, what really happened to Ben, and maybe why you shouldn't trust the storyteller at all. Next up at number 6 now, we have Clockwork. Her real name was Natalie Ouellette. She was once a normal girl, nothing out of the ordinary.
Oh my. Oh my. Oh my.
Either good or bad. However, when she was young, very young, the story was that Natalie was abused by her own family. The abuse mainly came in verbal and physical forms, although the details are quite hazy. During it all,
oh my, what the fuck?
Natalie is unable to tell anyone of the pain that she is going through. Eventually, she comes to believe that time itself, the very concept of time, is somehow against her. And not only that, that time led to her abuse. The story follows her through her tortured childhood, a battle against time, and the disturbing loss of her sanity. Moving on to number 5 now, we have Sally. That's the name of the story and also of the main character, a 12-year-old girl who had been sexually abused by her own uncle and threatened into silence. Eventually, she caved in.
Your head is split in half. That's not healthy. Hold on, let me split mine in half. That'll blow my brains out.
Told her parents something was wrong. They just dismissed it as a nightmare though and sent her away. Sally was left with her mouth still hanging open, the words of her abuse not able to reach her lips. She wasn't able to go into the details of the horrors.
Did you have a nasty period blood accident, Sally? Don't be ashamed about it. I'll lick it for you.
Her uncle inflicted upon her. Even worse though, her uncle heard her trying to tell her parents what happened and decided to take revenge. Tricked Sally's parents into letting him take her to the store, despite Sally not wanting to. Instead, he drove her to a park and killed her by smashing in the side
Sally, you're cute.
her head with a rock after beating her up. The creepypasta details her story in much more gory, drawn out detail, and even goes on to explain how Sally now haunts her old house, terrifying adults in the neighborhood while playing with the children there in peace, at least for now. Coming in number 4 now, we have the Bloody Painter. His real name was Helen Otis. One day at school, Helen decided to not help a girl named Judy who had lost her watch. A boy called Ben pointed out something in Helen's bag. Ben took it out and saw that it was the watch. Judy flipped out, blaming Helen that he stole the watch.
I don't know why, but just having like a bloody smile is like attractive as fuck to me. I don't know why. Like, I don't know, just the idea of like just dressing up like some fine ass bitch for Halloween, just dressing up with like a fucking, I don't know, like some bloody smile on their face. I don't fucking know. That's attractive as shit.
Tried to tell her that he didn't.
I think like girls with like bloody makeup on, like just blood on their face for like Halloween or whatever, is so fucking attractive, bro. I'll lick it right off.
Do it, but no one believed him. One day, Ben came back and this time he took his notebook and tore up his drawings. That upset Helen. He couldn't hold it in anymore and so he punched him. In return, Helen was beaten badly. A few months later, he got a Facebook message from a stranger. It was a boy called Tom who had also been bullied. The pair bonded over this. A couple of days later, Tom asked Helen to meet him on the school rooftop. Helen agreed and went to the school rooftop the next day. When he got there, Tom told him that he framed Helen with Judy's watch. They both fought and Tom fell off the roof. Helen tried to save him, but he didn't have the strength to save him. This made his bullying worse because people said that he killed Tom, or at least didn't save him. Later that night, Helen lost it. He believed that Tom deserved to die and believed that others deserved to die as well. He killed everyone who bullied him under the name the Bloody Painter.
Yeah, don't mess with the quiet kid in the back. I was the quiet kid. I was like the quiet kid that like, I wasn't the quiet kid, but no, I was the quiet kid, to be honest. I don't know. Anyone that used to go to school with me back in the day knows I was kind of like that quiet, laid back person that like just wouldn't talk to anyone, you know what I'm saying? I always was kind of like just there, you know? I was just hidden.
Next up at number 3 now, we have Anora Petrova. This is a scary creepypasta that fits well into our modern age. It's the story of a woman who was on track to become a promising figure skater in the US. Everything was going great until she discovered an evil, sentient Wikipedia page about her own life. It somehow detailed her death and the deaths of her family. It drove her to insanity. Anora tried to edit the page. She tried desperately to change her own fate, but her life spiraled out of control in the most horrific ways. The harrowing tale is told from the point of view of Anora as she continues on the descent into madness. Perhaps the creepiest part of the whole thing is that the Wikipedia page stops talking about her fairly on and instead starts
his lips. That's a whole ass crime. Stop crying, bitch.
addressing the reader, that's you. It instills a fear in people that it could happen to anyone, and it's a reminder that with the growth of the internet in this new age of information, there are many corners for evil to hide. Next up now guys, at the number 2 spot we have Judge Angel. Originally she was called Diana. Ever since she was born, her father never loved her. She looked nothing like her parents, and all her family ever seemed to notice were her eyes, those deep black soul
thick ass booty bitch. Blonde bitch. I'm blonde. I'm dirty blonde for your information. Damn, she fine. Look at that wicked shadow in the background, bro. You know what's crazy? I haven't seen a shadow in like a minute, bro. Like I've been walking outside lately, and I haven't seen my shadow in a minute. It'd be sunny as shit too, and I just haven't seen my shadow for some reason. I don't know, my shadow just disappeared on me. It went ghost. It went for some milk.
Eyes. Eventually her father even left the household, unable to be around her. When she was 15, Diana was beaten by her father for wanting to go outside. Diana was not allowed to. When her mother tried to comfort her, her father turned on her too. One night, Diana and her mother decided to run away on Christmas Eve that year. When the mother told the father this plan, he flew into a rage and beat her to death. Diana then picked up a sword from her father's study. After a final confrontation, she slew him on the spot, pronouncing him guilty. She burned the house. She was seen by witnesses for the last time standing outside of the burning home, and people swore she had wings. And finally, number 1 now, we have Nurse Anne. This story tells of Anne 𝐿𝐵𝐼. She was once a normal, hard-working nurse who unfortunately could never seem to get things right. Try as she might, there were always terrible mistakes when treating her patients. One day though, a serial killer caught her at work. When she entered the room, the killer jumped her and started cutting her up into pieces. One of the other nurses found her dead. They took her to a
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, you're fine as shit. Nurse, please on. Hey, guys, I need a nurse that wants to strip my shirt off, bro, and lick me. Come on, lick me, please. Lick my ink off my skin.
specialist hospital, and unbelievably, they were able to stitch Nurse Anne back together again. A disembodied voice helped her track down her killer and enact her revenge upon him. After she started killing though, she just couldn't stop. As time went by, her killing only increased. In the end, other creepypasta characters took an interest in her. To see her involvement with the other characters and the full extent of the grisly deeds, you'll have to read the full story of Nurse Anne. Alright, there we go. Those creepypastas. Well
guys, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Guys, which one of those creepypastas was the most scared of you? If you're scared of content, you can more scared of these features to do. I'll see you next one. Peace!